Good morning, everyone. Today, we are gathered here to be a part of another session of OY's Talk. Amongst other responsibilities, IOSA has also been instrumental in reaching out to old Yadavindrians who have made a mark in their respective fields and inviting them to share their valuable experiences with you. On behalf of the school director, Major General B.S. Garewal, I, Krisha Sharma of 12th Hearts, welcome the guest speakers, executive members of IOSA, and of course, the staff and the students. I request the IOSA executive member, Dr. Mona Gurkiran Garewal, to announce the names of the two guest speakers and thereby welcome them.
Respected Director, Sir, the Deputy Headmaster, teachers, and dear students. A very good morning to you all. It gives me immense pleasure to be here in front of you all today. IOSA, in association and help from the school, had started an endeavor to connect the OYs, that is Old Yadavindrians, with their alma mater and also address the students on various subjects which are their forte and also relevant to the students today. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. Udhaypreet Sidhu, ICSE-1997, and Mr. Vikramjeet Mann, ICSE-1996, who are here to address the students on two relevant topics, that is skincare basics and nutrition and you, respectively. Colonel Blar, the president of IOSA, sends his greetings. Colonel Brar and the executive members of IOSA are grateful and indebted to the speakers, the director, the DHM, the teachers, and the students for sparing their time and helping us to make this event possible. We, the IOSA fraternity, look forward to many more such interactions. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Let me tell you a little about our first guest speaker, a doctor by profession, entrepreneur at heart, and an ardent reader by nature. Dr. Udhaypreet Sidhu of ICSE-97 batch has 18 years of experience in the field of dermatology and aesthetics. Currently, she is the senior dermatologist at Patiala Heart Institute and Multi-Speciality Hospital. Having completed her MD in dermatology, she was the only Indian doctor to be selected as an international fellow in the Department of Dermatology by the world-renowned Harvard Medical School, Boston. She has been nominated for Skincare Innovation Award at the 4th Annual Indian Leadership Conclave. After working with highly acclaimed corporate hospitals, she started her private practice and is the director of Locus Healthcare & Co., founded United Medical Center and Skin Glow Clinic in Bangalore, which is a benchmark clinic for medical care. As a professional, her motto is to provide the best skincare in an affordable manner. I request you, ma'am, to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you so much for such a warm welcome. Good morning, respected Director, Sir, Deputy Headmaster, executives of the IOSA, esteemed teachers, and my dear fellow students. It's an absolute honor to be here today, and I consider myself very lucky to be on this stage for the second time this year. The first one was for the wonderful play by the OYs, which was Ammi. And today I'm here to deliver this prestigious talk. When I got a call I couldn't help but go through the memories, go back to the albums, take out a few pictures, and here are some of them. 25 years back, when I was a student, all our extra activities, be it debates or dramatics, used to happen near the lawns of the houses. And you all are so lucky, I must say, because you have this splendid stage where you can showcase your talent. I feel life has come to a full circle today. As a young student, I always used to look forward to guest talks. What are we going to listen? What are we going to learn from it? And here I am on the other side. I truly hope I do justice. I'll start my talk with a very, very simple question, and I'll appreciate if the kids can answer, maybe in a chorus. Which is the largest organ of our body? Wow. Yes, so you all know it. It's skin. It's the largest organ of our body. What more can be important than this? Skin per se, it represents us. It tells a lot about what's going on internally. And definitely, it's a reflection of overall wellness. So if there is something which is not so right internally, it can be something very basic, such as having low blood counts, commonly known as low hemoglobin. The skin would appear pale. If the nutrition status is not good, the skin can lose its luster, the nails can appear brittle, the hair can look really dry. If you've not been drinking enough water, you could be falling in for a dry skin. If we call it as vitamin B12 deficiency, if that's what is there, the lips can appear chapped. So I like to say that skin talks. It's one of the beautiful organs which conveys to us what is really going wrong with it. It needs care. All our good habits, we start very early in age, such as, parents tell us, start brushing in the daytime, start brushing at night, go get up, run, exercise. All those are great, good habits that we inculcate right from an early age. And same goes for skincare. I usually advise children who are 2 to 5 years of age, the parents to help them with cleansing at least once a day, follow it up with a good moisturizer, and progressing on to 6 to 10 years of age, the cleansing should be recommended at bedtime as well, because the activities increase. Above 10 years of age, that's where all of you fall. So cleansing and moisturizing to be done for sure twice a day. A great thing to inculcate is sunscreen, an SPF, maybe 30 or 50, depending upon the activities that you are involved in. And with age, we need to understand that skin changes. Our skin is I'm not sure, yes, if I'm included or not, but then most of you youngsters, skin is really plump. That's because of something what we call as collagen. It's responsible for the elasticity, about the plumpness of the skin. And that with age reduces. So what kind of age, what kind of skin do you want to have when you're in your 20s or your 40s or your 70s? That depends upon how well you take care of it now. So I hope I've answered the question, because I get this very commonly. When do I start taking care of my skin? Now. This is the time you get started. There are 5 skin types. The teenagers, the preteens, usually belong to what we call it as the oily skin, wherein the forehead, the nose, is a little bit on the greasier side. There can be some kind of blackheads or whiteheads. Combination skin is also very commonly seen, which includes wherein the cheeks are a little bit dry with the oily T-zone. And there are children who do belong to the sensitive skin, wherein it can be a little bit dry, irritated, red, patchy. Nothing to get concerned of, but we need to be sure that you're being cautious about the skin products that you're applying. Nowadays, there is a lot that goes on in the social media. There are people who are skin influencers. There are beauty influencers. There is so much content out there. We have to be cautious of the content that we are consuming and what we are actually applying. So in those manners, you know, a person could be on the screen trying to sell a particular product. He or she is definitely going to be speaking good about it, or increase their likes, or try to have more followers. But is that right for your skin? Is that what you should be doing or not? Be mindful about that. We can't be just going by what is being put across on the social media. And also, a lot of times when we do have concerns, we tend to go to Google, put our symptoms, start looking what's going on. At that time, take a moment, look at authentic medical websites. I'll give out the name of two. There's something known as Medscape, which gives a very accurate medical information. There's something else by the name of WebMD, very authentic medical information again. So do not read anything and everything and start applying to your own self. It's usually put across, you would have heard the terms glass skin, 5-step regime, 10-step regime. Is that really going to work? Is that really practical? I don't think so. If my daughter gets up in the morning, reaches the school, she's finished her breakfast, I pat myself on the back. It's an achievement. So how can I expect children to be actually going through such rigorous skincare, or even adults for that matter, unless someone falls into a particular category where the profession demands so. So always have a skin routine which is very simple, practical, and most important, we have to be consistent. So what we are doing today, we have to do it week after week, month after month, and that's when the results show. So keeping that in mind, a very basic routine which consists of a good cleanser. Now this is something where I've seen, my daughter, my nephew, when they're washing their faces, they do it in a jiffy. Just splash some water, and then, they make all sorts of rigorous movements to just dry their face and then get going. No, spend that 30 to 45 seconds to clean your face mindfully. You want to clean right from the hair margins all the way up to your ears and go onto your jawline. And that, my dear students, is the most basic step which will, make the skin ready so that the other products get penetrated well. And when you're drying your skin, you have to use a soft towel, a face towel, or a malmal kapda, and you have to be very gentle with your motions. You can't be just pulling and stretching your skin in all ways. Once you're done with that, follow it up with a good moisturizer. If you're having, an active day out, you're into sports, follow it up with a sunscreen, and that's it. Hardly will take a minute and a half, and you're ready. Yes, you can go an extra bit over the weekends. This is more for, kids on 10th and above. You can tone your skin once a week if it belongs to an oily skin category. Monthly, splurge, do something nice for your skin, do a DIY mask, something at home, or we have very convenient sheet masks which are available. In the evenings, that's when you want to apply any particular product. If in case someone's having eczema or you have an anti-pimple cream to be applied, that's when you do it. In the evenings, you have a little bit of time on hand as well. So cleanse, follow it up with your treatment cream, moisturize, and that would be it. Slowly and gradually, get into the habit of reading the labels on the bottles, and you'll get a hang of it. I always say that whenever there are too many labels, that's a red flag. You don't want to be going there, you don't want to be applying those products. There's too many things in it. There could be a lot of preservatives in it as well. So stay away from it. Everything which is available over the counter, what we call it as dermocosmetic products, are not approved by the FDA. They are regulated, but not approved. So again, be careful what you're going to apply. Take the help of your parents or a professional. When opting out for a cleanser, as nice as fragrant cleansers smell, could be a strawberry smell, could be a lemony smell, but that many extra things are in it there. So go for fragrant-free cleansers, and I have a term here which says non-comedogenic moisturizers. It's just a fancy medical term which means that the moisturizers should be non-oily and they should not be non-greasy so that you're not breaking out into pimples. Sunscreens, what SPF, 30, 50, anything is good as far as you apply it. A tip here, whenever applying for larger body parts like your arms and legs, if you're up for athletics or you're up for swimming or any other outdoor activity, you want to use something which spreads easily, so usually the lotions. And on the face, go for gel formulations or go for the matte effect ones. Always do a patch test if you are opting for a new skincare product. It can be easily done on the back of your ears or the inner aspect of the wrist. You apply the product, leave it for say about 24 to 48 hours, see if it's been fine, there's no reaction, you go ahead, apply it to the rest of your skin or whichever body part you intend to. Always opt for smaller packs so that if in case something doesn't work out, it's okay and it's not heavy on your pocket as well. Whenever opting for DIY skin regimes, it can be, maybe applying aloe vera on your skin, it can be applying multani mitti, fuller's earth, or sandalwood powder, or raw milk. It's absolutely fine. Those are one of the most safest things to apply. But just have realistic expectations. You can't expect one aloe vera pack to take care of all your skin problems. That's not going to happen. But it's just going to do good. It's going to make the skin softer and suppler, maybe. Whenever you have a skin problem, try taking help of your parents. See it out for a week to 10 days. Getting better? Great. If not, don't wait. That's when you need to see a professional. Now, these are some common concerns that we see in teenage children, school-going children. And very common, acne vulgaris, a medical term commonly known as pimples, punsiyan, zits. The most important thing here is don't pop a zit. I've seen that with a lot of children. You have one mark and you are like, after it, you just don't want to be there. You're doing all squeezing motions to just take out the contents of it and get rid of it. That's not the way. It's not going to go. Those contents are not only being pushed outside, they're being pushed inside as well. And it can leave you with a bump or a mark which could stay for a longer time. So just make sure that if there's acne or pimples, you're cleansing your skin, you are splashing your face after you've had any physical strenuous activity, and you're taking professional help. Dandruff, ringworms, a little itching on the feet, it's quite common. The idea is to identify the concern and seek for treatment. YPS is known for sports. I think we're lucky to have so many sports activities in our school. So if you are out in the tracks or swimming, as I said, make sure that you're hydrating yourself well, you're drinking enough water, you're applying a sunscreen, and after you've done with your sports, make sure you have a shower. That's really important. And moisturize as well. That, in a nutshell, my friends, does explain a very, very good skin regime to stay away from skin problems if you are a sporty person. Again, applying a particular product is not going to be it. It's not going to be magical and take care of all the problems. It has to be dealt in a holistic way. Having a colored plate, I think we've been taught right from kindergarten about it. I need not emphasize. Might be my next wonderful speaker would be, giving more tips on that. So make sure you're having a good amount of fruits, vegetables in a required proportion. You're sleeping well. You're keeping yourself hydrated, not just with water. In summers, you can go in for different kind of summer drinks. Keep your mind calm. We were born in a generation where we were not exposed to a lot of things. And I think it was really nice. These days, there is a lot of things that your children know. Sometimes I feel more than what we do. Go in for meditation. 5 minutes, that's all it takes. Yoga, it's a school activity. All that is going to help us to maintain a healthier lifestyle and definitely a healthier skin as well. Now, when I was in college and we had a batch day or a get-together, there would be these 1 or 2 girls in the whole hostel who would actually know how to apply a good eyeliner. So we'll all go, we'll all form a beeline, we'll all stand in front of her door, and she would be putting the eyeliner, we'll all sit and just dry it up, follow it up with a kajal, and lipstick shades were very basic. Apply that, and we're good to go. That was makeup for us. But I understand things have changed a lot. So if in case, whenever, maybe for a school function, or you have a get-together at home, and maybe a farewell party, remember, if you're applying makeup, prep your skin. Cleanse, moisturize, basic. And then you can apply something like a BB or a CC cream instead of going through the whole ritual of doing a foundation and a concealer. That's cumbersome. Natural tints, my personal favorite. So I have a 10-year-old daughter. She's a Bharatanatyam dancer. And whenever she has a stage performance, I use these for her. How do I make it? It's really simple. You can use carrot juice or beetroot juice as a coloring agent. Have a base like a coconut oil or Vaseline. You set it up in maybe a small container or an ice cube tray, put it in the fridge, and you have the most beautiful color ready for your cheeks and lips. So maybe we can try that for school functions. And till date, I use only coconut oil to remove my makeup, whenever I apply, that is. So that is hands down the best and the most safest thing, but yes, if someone has an oily skin, then no, there are other alternatives. Now what you see on your screen, I'm sure you would know their names better than me. These are all famous personalities having some sort of skin condition. It's okay. It's absolutely fine to have a skin condition or any medical concern. I've had the opportunity to work with pediatric dermatologists, doyens of dermatology, in India as well as abroad. I'm grateful for that. This picture in the end you see is of a young boy smiling. So he had eczema. This is me when I was doing my fellowship in pediatric derm in Chennai. So this young boy, he had eczema, and he was not able to go to school because he had all these red rashes, he was itching, his friends were concerned if it's going to get transmitted to them, and he was really upset, and so were his parents. So we actually spoke to the school authorities, and we told them it's non-communicable, and this boy was under treatment for 10 days, and this is him before he was going to school. He just came to drop in and said a hello and say, I'm so happy I'm going to school. I didn't know what to do at home for 10 days. Empathy and sympathy. It's a personal favorite topic. I would want all of you to go home today, take out your Oxford or your Webster's, spend 5 minutes, and maybe tell your teachers tomorrow what is the definition and what it means to you. So if you have a friend or a neighbor or someone in your colony who is having the concern of a skin condition or any medical issues, how do you approach? Do you say, I'm sorry for you, I feel bad for you? No, we don't want to show sympathy to anyone who is undergoing any kind of medical concern. They already have enough on their plate. We can't be sorry for them. They're dealing with it. What do? You show empathy. You say, I understand that you're going through this particular condition, and you're dealing with it wonderfully. You're doing things what you can in your capacity, and I am there for you. And go a step ahead. Show some compassion. Say, how can I help you deal with this? These are some very basic things which at our times were not really taught about. I learned it in medical school. And this, my friends, has been a game changer for me in my practice. We empathize. As healers, we empathize. And if you can inculcate this beautiful quality in you, I'm sure you'll be better, much better people. It comes with practice, though. For all the bigger kids, get this book, Wabi Sabi. It talks about flawed beauty. It talks about what is imperfection. It talks about embracing imperfection. It tells us that there are a lot of imperfect things that are going to happen in a day, and how do we embrace it? A beautiful poem here. Though I'm a dermatologist and my profession demands that I try and make everyone as beautiful as possible, give them a great skin. But I always try to tell, you are not just your physical appearance. You're much, much, much more than that. And accept yourself and respect yourself for that. As I come to the last slide, I have a message for my dear students. In a world where you can be anything, be kind, be compassionate, be empathetic, and you will see how much good is there in the world and how much good comes back to you. With compassion and consistent hard work, you all can achieve anything you want. But if in case you fall down, get up. Get up with a lot of grace. Get up with a lot of dignity. Get up with a lot of pride. and faith. And again, start walking towards your goal. And trust me, you'll achieve it. So with this, I end my talk. You've been very patient listeners. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you for your informative speech, ma'am. Now we move on to the second half of our program, and the focus shifts from hygiene to nutrition. Our second guest speaker, Mr. Vikramjeet Singh Mann, is a renowned entrepreneur and sports nutritionist. He has been honored with the Best Sports Nutritionist of Punjab award by the Punjab Health Minister, Chetan Singh Jaur Majra. Mr. Mann has been an integral part of the fitness industry since 2008, when he started his journey with the O2 Fitness Club. He is a full-time fitness and wellness coach who integrates science and spirituality. His clients range from celebrities from the Punjabi film industry, including Beenu Dhillon, Gavi Chahal, and Dev Kharor, to name a few. Mr. Mann is an accomplished entrepreneur owning a gym chain, a healthy food chain called Royal Nutrition House, and an online wellness portal called Fit with Vic. With an experience of over 15 years, Mr. Mann has an impeccable record of transforming thousands of lives across Punjab, the United States, Australia, and Canada. I request you, sir, to address the gathering.
Check. Good morning, teachers and students. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity today to come here and talk to you about you, actually. My earliest, Dr. Sidhu, she spoke so well about skin, and I saw many of you, yawning and sleeping here at the back. Everybody is thinking that, okay, this is not for us. Let's see if this thing gets over. Even now, 2 of the students at the back are sleeping. Good morning. So I want to ask you, before I start this presentation, I want to ask you one thing. Let me just check if this is working fine, because I just don't feel like standing and talking to you guys. What is the proof that you guys are here today? Am I audible? What is the proof that you guys are here today? Anyone? Do we have a mic? Because I really want to keep it simple, because I knew that Dr. Sidhu is going to talk and it's going to be a very heavy and a scientific kind of session, but she put it so nicely and it was very easy for us to understand how to take care of our skin. But I want to ask you one thing. What is the proof that you guys are here today? Anyone? Come on, kids. Nobody can tell us. It's our body, right? It's our body. We are present here. I can see you, you can see me, and you're sleeping. If you guys are not going to participate, it is no fun telling you what I know and what I can share with you today. I'm here to share my experience. I'm here to share my understanding of life so far. So what is the proof that you're here is your body, right? And what if I say, can you be at some other place when you are here right now? How is that possible? You might be dreaming of something and your mind is somewhere else thinking about your lunch. That, wow, I'll have a Domino's pizza in the afternoon and I'm gonna enjoy it like anything, right? So it's our body that is here and our mind somewhere else. You're tired, you're low in energy. What is happening to you? We just learned that skin is the biggest organ of the body. But a body is what our skin is on, right, ma'am? So let's do something. Are you guys with me? Can you all please stand up? I request everyone to please stand up. Let's try something new today. Let's try something new. Everyone, please. I request all the teachers can also participate if you want. So we know that we have a body and a mind, right? So are you guys with me right now? Let's start jumping. It's called jump in place. We'll do it for 5 minutes. Come on, everyone. I want to see you guys jumping. I want to feel that. Come on. I'm a 40-year-old guy, man. Get up. Shake your hands. And focus on your breath. Just for 5 minutes. Can you do it? How old are you guys? Can you do it? Can you do it? Then I can't see it. I am doing it faster than you. Higher. Should I put that song, Brazil? There's a song, right? Okay. You guys are here, right? So take your right hand out. Let's see if you can do this. Take your right hand out. Turn it upside down. Take your left hand. Put it across. Hold it tight. Everyone, hold it tight. And now look, watch. When I turn, I can put it back. Can you do it? Can you do it? How many of you were able to do it? It's okay, now you can sit down. What happened was your mind and your body, when it is in sync, you're present. And our existence on this planet is about being present. I don't want to see you guys sleepy. I don't want to see you, like it's the starting of the day and you don't have energy. What is happening? What is it that our body needs to keep us moving? Energy. And unfortunately, we are not aware of it. And we are focusing on, drinking energy drinks that it will give to get energy in the body. We focus on, taking coffee, drinking energy drinks and stuff like that. How are you guys feeling right now? Are you up? Yes. Are you up? Yes. So when I ask you something, I want to get some answers. I don't want it to make it boring. I could have come here, talk about some nutrition, okay, ye multivitamins hote hain, this is vitamins, these are minerals, these are zero-calorie things. I wanted to make it interactive. I want you all to participate in it. Can I expect this from you? Nice. So we know that we need energy, right? But why am I low on energy? Have you ever given it a thought? Why am I low on energy? Why am I feeling sleepy right now? I was talking to Mangar ma'am and she told me that, there are students sleeping under ma'am. I saw that today. She never gave me the names and she told me that, kids are very, very low on energy. How many of you drink Red Bull? Can you raise your hands, please? No one? No one. I think I'll put it a little higher. It's fine? How many of you are drinking energy drinks right now or coffee for, waking you up? What is happening to your body with caffeine? Nobody knows that. Dr. Sidhu will tell you what caffeine has, what effects caffeine have on your skin if you have it in excess of 200 milligrams more than 250, 200 milligrams a day, right, ma'am? So, it is because of a current lifestyle. You guys are not focusing on your own body. The biggest reason you are here on this planet, you are not at all focusing on yourself. Nutrition, baad chahogi. First, I want to know, how many of you are actually, have you ever realized that you are an owner of the greatest and the most beautiful machinery, or you can say thing, or not, it's not a thing, it's machinery that God has ever created? You have 5 senses. I don't want to go there. But you don't value it. It is, your lifestyles have gone, like in our times, we never had, we used to wait for one 30-minute TV show, Doordarshan te. And that was it. Everybody used to watch Ramayana together. There are a lot of things that I want to talk to, but we don't have that much of time. So it is because of our lifestyles that we are low on energy. What are the main sources of energy that Mother Nature has given us? Have you ever thought about it? I want to know from you. You who were sleeping at the back, tell me, get up, get up, get up. Get up. Yeah. Tell me, what are the sources of energy that Mother Nature has given us? Tell me. Anyone?
Sir, first of all, rest is very important for the recharging energy.
Nice, right. What time do you sleep?
Sir, at 10.
10?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's nice. So what is the main source of energy that Mother Nature has given us, other than energy drinks and coffee? Coffee is also natural, but food, one, right? Sunlight, water is there, but this is like, it's not the main source, so I have not listed it here, but yes, water is there, water, air, the 5 elements. Food, sunlight, it is not exercises, ma'am, like, it is not something that God has given us. So I'm talking about Mother Nature. What are the natural sources of energy that you can tap into when you are feeling sleepy? Sunlight, it's the latest study, ma'am, Dr. Sidhu will tell you, 90% of the kids today are deficit in vitamin D. And vitamin D is not a vitamin. I'll talk about it later. Deep sleep, rest, breath. When we were doing that exercise, you were focusing on 3 aspects of your existence: body, mind, and breath. Breath is the only thing that connects your mind, or you can say soul, to your body. If I stop breathing, it's done, we're done. It's the air, breath, oxygen. But unfortunately, food today has no nutrition. No nutrition. The pizza that you were dreaming of, the burgers, everything. Sunlight, life is indoors, in air conditioners. We hardly go out in sun. As ma'am said, applies SPF, that does not let the skin absorb sunlight, right? It stops the ultraviolet rays. So what do? You wake up early. Our ancestors used to do Surya Namaskar. The early morning sunrise, you must go out, and 10 minutes of sunlight is enough for your day. Try to do it. For you, and for you, 2 of you who were sleeping, I'm telling you, try Surya Namaskar. You will have tremendous energy. Right? Deep sleep has been compromised by gadgets, late night parties, Netflix. Even I binge on Netflix at times, and the next day I feel that I don't have energy to do anything. You don't feel like doing anything. Everything is getting compromised in this so-called, I don't know, millennium age, what, millennials, I don't know what this generation is being called. Gen Z, sorry, Gen Z. So I came across this word, I'm like, breath is short. If I ask you to put your hand here, everyone, let's do one more exercise. Put your hand here. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And let go. Sit straight. Keep your spine straight. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Tell me, when you took the air inside, was your stomach going inside or was it going outside? How many of you experienced that your stomach was going out? Please raise your hands. Please raise your hands. And I want everyone to see this. Maybe I can count 10 hands. What happens when you blow air into a balloon? What happens? It expands. What happens when you blow air in a balloon? What happens? It expands. Then when air goes inside your body, how is it that your stomach is not expanding? Think about it. 90% of the people whom I'm talking to or I talk to are breathing incorrectly. That is negative prana. You will never have energy that your body is designed to give you, because you're dependent and you are addicted to wrong choices and lifestyle. I'm sorry to break this for you. I'm very sorry. Today I'm not going to cover all these topics, but I'm going to just talk about food and nutrition. So do you know what is food and what is nutrition? I want to know. Have you ever given it a thought? Is it just a label that is printed on a packaged food? Have you given it a thought? Come on, anyone. What is the difference between food and nutrition? Nutrition is taken from food, very good. But what is nutrition? Conscious choice of food. That value I'm asking, ma'am. What is nutrition?
What's going to aid your body and take it towards?
Yes. What is going to aid your body? Yes, please. Yes. Very good, very good. So food is a stuff we eat or drink that keeps us alive. It can be anything. But at the same time, nutrition is that part of the food that your body actually uses. The body cells actually uses to produce, to give you energy and to keep you alive. It gives us unlimited energy and keeps our body disease free. And Dr. Sidhu will agree with me that if your nutrition is bad, you cannot have good skin. And when I talk about good skin, I've always struggled to get rid of my dark circles. That is because of my DNA. I was born as an asthmatic kid. When I was your age, my fellow kids, they used to play, and I was not able to play. There were no inhalers. And in my entire class, I think I was the only one in the entire 4 sections. There were 2 students who were asthmatic. And today, when I stand in front of them, they have ruined their bodies. And one of my friend, Himanshu Dhundia, he actually told me this thing. He told me that I have seen you progress. Progress in my health. I have given my life to discover, to get that energy that you are giving away with your lifestyle today. I am constantly working on it. And till now, I think I just know tip of the iceberg. the food lacks nutrition, it gives birth to many, many diseases in your body. Lifestyle diseases. I've worked with many of my clients. They have fixed their problems of blood pressure, diabetes, PCOS, PCOD, obesity, thyroid. These problems are lifestyle-related problems. Not everybody was born with it. Have you, like, I see kids today, like 9 years old, 10 years old, and they're diabetic. What is happening? Because their parents chose wrong foods. The DNA is getting passed on. But trust me, you can fix it. What happens when a bone in our body is broken? The doctors, they put a plaster on it. Am I right? How many of you have experienced this, that we, like when you get sick, your body is healed. How is it healed? You have a fracture. How is it healed? The doctor is going to put a cast on it. How is it healed? The body is a self-healing mechanism. It heals itself. The medicines, the cast, help body to recover. If I give you, like this was one thing I heard and it really impacted me, which I want to share with you today. I was listening to Sant Maskeen Singh Ji, and he said something that really, ring the bell, that, okay, you take whatever you're eating, roti, dal, sabji, whatever you're eating, anything that you're eating, go take it to a doctor. Take it to a doctor and you ask him, take all this and give me 1 bottle of blood. Give me 1 bottle of blood. Nobody can make blood except your body. Am I right? It's getting too tense, right? So this is one quote that I wrote. Anything you eat can most likely be food, but not all food that you eat have nutrition. So I want to teach you something new today. The low energy is a sign from your body that something is wrong. Something is wrong. And you need to take action instead of popping pills in the body. The body can heal itself provided you give it some sympathy. Take care of your body. So are you ready to learn something new today? Let's learn about the food that we're eating. So the food, I wanted to put it in a very, very simple way for you guys. I don't want to talk about scientific terms here. So let's say that food that has nutrition is living food. And the food that has no nutrition is dead food. Sound simple? So let's understand what is living food and dead food. Are you with me? Who is sleeping right now? Good morning. So anybody who's trying to sleep, just get up and start shaking. You will be up in no time. The body will create its own energy. So let's learn about living food and dead food. Living foods are those foods which are in their original form. I mean, like when they are grown in the farm, they come to your plate with the minimalistic processing, not in a packet. At the same time, dead foods are made in factories or in plants with lots of chemicals and are processed, and the entire nutrition is taken away. Do you know that our history, India's history, Ayurveda, or in yoga, the nutrition or the calories, was associated with prana. Prana is the the life force of the food, Pran Shakti, that is healing you from your illnesses. So when you process the food, you take away all the nutrition and value from it. I have eaten bread like anything. In our times, the Western countries have actually influenced us to eat breads, easily available. I used to have egg and toast, egg and toast, egg and toast, and I don't remember for how long I have eaten this till the time I learned that aloo ka paratha was much, much better than the bread that I was eating. Biscuits, bhujia, I know students who put bhujia on the bread and they eat it like no time. How many of you eat bread and bhujia? I'm sure a lot of people have done it. Like, this is one thing that actually is very close to like understanding how life food is actually. Life, living food will grow. Living food will multiply. Have you ever seen biscuits growing on trees? No. Take example of an apple seed or apple. If I put it in the ground, what will happen? A sapling will pop up. Dead food has no how. What about the chips or chocolates? If you burn them in the soil, what will happen? They can never grow. Eventually, all the living food will rot, it will die. But have you seen a biscuit dying? A chocolate? It melts, but it will never, 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 ever die. They have an expiry date. Even then, they are on your shelf. And today, we are surrounded by all this. Lastly, the main difference, you will never ever see an advertisement for a live food. Have you ever seen an advertisement for broccoli? Broccoli khaiye aur mast ho jaiye. Have you ever seen an advertisement like that? At the same time, dead food will have, Alia Bhatt drinking maza. Or Katrina Kaif drinking maza. Ranveer Kapoor popping Lays. They always need to sell a lie. And the biggest lie that I encountered was Bournvita. And I stopped my kid from having it. And it was an effort that I had to consciously put in. Today he's drinking lechi wala dudh with shakkar in it. And he made a conscious choice at the age of 5. At the age of 5, he took a conscious decision that, Papa, I will not drink Bournvita anymore. Though he fails, it's okay. So do you want to see a true commercial? Do you want to see a true commercial if the companies actually start making advertisements? Let's see a commercial. I especially wanted to show you all this. If the companies start making true commercial, how they will look.
Hello, in this video, we'll make a refreshing and chilling cold drink in just 5 minutes. We'll take a beaker with some solution and add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Only 9 teaspoons sugar. Don't you worry. This will soften your teeth and give it a bright black color.
I told you not to add sugar in it, you fool. We're making Diet Coke right now.
Worry not, worry not. We will try again. Remove this. Diet Coke. We'll have to add an artificial sweetener. Let's add aspartame. Don't you worry about aspartame. It will give you the exact same sweetness as sugar, will reduce your immunity just a little bit, cause a little more damage to your brain, and finally will turn into formaldehyde in your body.
Formaldehyde? The same chemical in which biology lab specimens are kept?
The sweetness is perfect, but the color looks dull. Omeprazole. Here it is.
The drink looks so tempting. Let me try. Add some fizz, dude.
Fizz. Carbon dioxide. And it's ready. A soothing coolant in the summer heat. Our one and only diet.
So this is what we are drinking from past so many decades. Dead foods are packed, frozen, ultra-processed, tinned, canned, bottled. I mean, like, you will find them everywhere. And trust me, the problem is not this. The problem is we are not eating food anymore. We are eating food-like products. And they are available in abundance. Now I want to come to this thing that because they are available in abundance and they are easily accessible, you are bound to get attracted to them. It is not your fault. These companies know how to sell products to you. Do you know how? They know about the human body, the brain. Our body releases dopamine, the satisfactory hormone. And they mix 3 ingredients to give you that. And all the products that I have seen have some kind of this thing that's, they mix sugar, salt and fat together. And they make a punchline, no one can eat just one. किसकी टैगलाइन है? No one can eat just one. Lay's. Just see the Maggi ketchup that we've been eating from so long has just 24% tomato. Rest is all I don't know what. The real juice is everything but real. It is just 12% pulp. Rest is stabilizers, preservatives, water, I don't know, sugar. Sugar is the primary ingredient in most of the products. Lay's again, bad vegetable oils, fat. So always remember to eat food from plant, not made in plant. This is one thing that will help you differentiate that if you keep eating those dead foods, you will never have that energy and you will keep sleeping in your classes, in your life. So what's the solution? I want to come to that. The solution is you have to take a step. I have tried to put it in a simple way for you. A red list, a yellow list and green list. Not all packaged foods are bad. So remember, when you're going out, you should make a conscious decision to pick from this. Red list is nasty ingredients, highly processed. When you look at the ingredients, you will not be able to even read the names of them. Pronunciation is a different thing, but you will not be able to even read them. So these include breads, biscuits, bhujia, all these. These are all red list products. Yellow list products, you will be able to read them. They are easy like fox nuts. They're just salted. You get them in packets. The Whole Truth is one of the companies that have come up with clean ingredients, no preservatives, nothing. These are, you can have it sometimes, occasionally when you're out and you don't have options. Nuts, they're salted. Organic biscuits are available, but do read the label. Don't just go for organic foods just by the name. Look at the ingredients. If you can read them with minimalistic things, it has minimalistic things, then you can have it. And the green list is the product as it is, as it was made, as it is, was grown in the farm in the original form. Black dates, anjeer, I mean like this is figs, cinnamon, rolled oats. I mean like you have a lot of things that are available right now which you can consciously opt for. Eat living, wholesome and plant-based foods. It is very important that you understand these foods will give you that energy that you're lacking today. Trust me, by changing your diet, your body will start responding to you. It will be your best friend. Store the dead food in a dead food cabinet. That is what I learned some time ago. And I've actually made a conscious decision to put it there. Redesign your environment. Instead of Lay's, chocolates in the house, try to have fruits and some minimalistically packed things that are available around you all the times in your workplace, so that you don't binge on something when you're hungry. The cravings will come, it's normal. Choose health food options when eating out at restaurants. Today we have health food restaurants that are coming up. It is a long-term process. The government is not going to do anything. It is you who have to take a decision. Order salads when you go out. Use healthy swaps. Instead of cold drinks, go for fresh juices. They are available, not real packed juice. Coconut water is one of the best things that you can give to your body. Packaged sauces can be replaced with homemade dips. You will need your mother for it. And if you need recipes, I can send them to you. You can get in touch with me. It is very easy to make them in with total natural ingredients. You can replace biscuits with coconut slices, fruits, and homemade cookies, as I've already told you. Finally, the biggest villain in our lives is sugar. It has been robbed of all the nutrients, the prana value from it. So don't eat it. It is going to cause you a lot of things. I mean, like, it is linked to promote cancer cells also. It is linked to take calcium from your bones as well. Earlier, I think it took 40 years for the medical industry to say smoking is injurious to health. And believe me, you will see that contains sugar will be one day is going to be a norm very soon. It is going to be printed on the labels. Today, when you go out from here, you will have two choices. One road will take you outside and you will live the way you were living. The second one will take you towards a healthier version of you. That will take you to a level where your body can perform and give you abundant energy. So it is a conscious decision. Or you can wait for the systems to print contains sugar and sugar is injurious to your health. It is a conscious effort that you have to choose. How many of you have learned something today? Was this helpful for you to understand the difference between living food and dead food? And all this concept I derived from a beautiful book and a quote that I want to share with you today. The Essene Gospel of Peace by Christ. When the people during the Christ time were falling sick, they were in misery, they went to Christ. I'm sure teachers must have read that book. I don't know if you have. It's Christ and the disciples go to Christ and they ask him, and what is the reason that we are falling sick and we're dying? Medicine was not available at that time. And the Christ says, kill neither men nor beasts, nor yet the food which goes into your mouth. For if you eat living food, the same will quicken you. That has prana in it, will quicken you. The dead food will kill you also. For life comes only from life, and from death always comes death. And this was the beautiful quote that brought the entire lecture, the concept of living food and dead food. If you get time, do read this book. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the interactive session. I would now like to request the director to kindly address the gathering.
Good morning, everybody. I'm sure you will all agree with me that we've been exposed this morning to two very brilliant talks by OYs on very important subjects. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Udhaypreet Sidhu and Mr. Vikramjeet Mann for having come here to speak to us. It's very good of them. I believe that these OY talks serve several purposes. One is the knowledge that we gain from their experience and wisdom. You heard today about skin care, you've heard about nutrition, the difference between living food and dead food. A lot of this is new to us. So we've gained tremendous knowledge. The second benefit, which I think is equally, if not more important, is the inspirational value which we should derive from such talks. When you're sitting there and looking at these guest speakers addressing you, please remember that they were students one day sitting here. And if they can come up and speak so beautifully on such complex subjects, then you too can do it in your own time. So you should derive inspiration from the fact that our OYs have achieved such positions of eminence that they are being requested to come and address the school. You too can benefit. You too can become speakers one day. The third and very important aspect which you should take away from here today is this business of communication skills which I keep speaking to you about. You saw today two speakers, both were brilliant. Both had different styles. You should not copy anybody's style. You should learn from their styles and develop a style of your own. I think it's very important when you look at speakers who come here and articulate their views so beautifully and so powerfully as has been done by Dr. Sidhu and Mr. Vikramjeet Mann today. You must pick up ideas of how to express, how to capture the audience, how to take the audience along with you. So I hope that these three aspects would benefit you tremendously. And I am very grateful to the executives of IOSA for organizing such talks. It's very, very beneficial. Thank you very much. And we seek your indulgence in future talks during the remainder part of the year. We should certainly plan on one such talk at least every month. Thank you very much. Now, experts have spoken to you. I am not an expert on the subjects they've spoken about, but I will venture to add one or two small points. One is this thing about the skin speaks. Yes, I've experienced it myself. In my service career, there was a time when I was going through a particularly stressful period, and I developed a lot of skin-related issues. And I went to a dermatologist, and that dermatologist did not ask me about the specifics of my skin condition. The first thing she said to me was, "Sir, are you going through a stressful period?" And I said, "Yes." I said, "But you're not a psychologist. Why are you saying that?" She said, "Because when you are under stress, the first thing that happens is that your skin starts speaking." So the skin does speak. It speaks very powerfully. In fact, your entire body speaks, and you should listen to your body. The body tells you what is wrong. You can feel it. Listen to your body. Now, on the subject of nutrition, I'm afraid I'm not very satisfied with the level of fitness of some of us. In fact, I'm quite disturbed by the level of fitness which some of us display. Many of us are overweight. Some of us are grossly obese. Please look after yourself. If at this young age we are going to be overweight, it's not a good sign. And being overweight is purely because of, as I understand it as a layman, two reasons. One, incorrect food intake, and two, lack of exercise. Both these reasons can be controlled by you. You can, with willpower, get fitter. It is in your own interest to do so. If at a young age you are unfit, then I'm afraid as you grow older, you will get unfitter and unfitter, which is not a good thing. We've now recommenced an old practice which was there in the school earlier of taking height weight measurements and informing you about where you stand. Please look at that. Compare your standing with the chart which is available and see how much overweight you are. When I was director in AFPI, I had a boy who came to me. He was 108 kgs. He did very well in my written exam and did very well in the interview. But I told him, I will not take you because you are grossly overweight. And he said, sir, tell me what my weight should be. So I read it off the chart, and a month later, the boy had worked hard. He came within the acceptable age bracket. Today, that boy is a young officer in 9 Para Commando, which is one of the toughest, if not the toughest infantry battalion. And he's doing extremely well. He's earned a Sena medal fighting the Chinese in the Galwan Valley. Fitness is important. There is a question you need to ask yourself. Do you eat to live, or do you live to eat? Some of us live to eat, to enjoy the pleasure of packaged food. Some others, fewer perhaps, eat to live. Thank you very much for your talks, Dr. Udhaypreet Sidhu and Mr. Vikramjeet Mann. We have been totally engrossed and enthralled by what you've said, and I'm sure the students will take the lesson home. Begin today, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is too late. Begin today applying the principles that you've been exposed to. Thank you very much. God bless. Jai Hind.
I would like to request the director to present a token of our gratitude to the two speakers. Dr. Mona Gariwal and Dr. Aina Sood are requested to join the director on the stage for the souvenir presentation. I request Dr. Udhaypreet Sidhu to come to the stage and receive the token from the school director. I request you to stay on the stage for the photograph. I also request Mr. Vikramjeet Mann to accept our token of gratitude. Thank you to IOSA and the guest speakers for the wonderful sessions. We are looking forward to attending more of such talks. Have a good day.